The innovations of James Watt and the conflict between Gargamel and the Smurfs come from two very different worlds, but imagining a playful challenge between them highlights the contrast between human ingenuity and a fictional, magical universe. James Watt, the Scottish engineer, was working tirelessly on improving the steam engine. His goal was to enhance the efficiency of the engine, which was primarily used in mines at the time. Watt's innovations, particularly the separate condenser, significantly improved the engine's fuel efficiency and reduced energy waste. Little did he know that his improvements would have consequences beyond the industrial world. One evening, as Watt was deep in thought, tinkering with his designs, a peculiar thing happened. The gears in his latest model whirred to life unexpectedly. A bright blue puff of smoke emerged from the engine, and out tumbled none other than a group of tiny blue creatures, the Smurfs. "Great Scott!" exclaimed Watt. "What are these creatures?" The Smurfs, led by Papa Smurf, were just as confused. They had been peacefully living in their mushroom village when suddenly they were sucked into a strange vortex that spat them out into Watt's workshop. "We're the Smurfs," said Papa Smurf, "and we have no idea how we got here. One moment we were in our village, and the next we're in this place." Watt, always the problem solver, immediately began investigating. After some experimentation, he realized that his steam engine's improvements had somehow created a portal to the Smurfs' world. It seemed the engine's power was now not only capable of moving machinery, but also of manipulating dimensions. While Watt was fascinated by this unexpected discovery, the Smurfs were less thrilled. They had bigger problems. In their world, the evil wizard Gargamel, known as, in some regions, had been using dark magic to track them down, and now the Smurfs were worried that the engine's portal might also give Gargamel away into Watt's world. Papa Smurf turned to Watt with a worried expression. "If Gargamel finds out about this portal, he'll follow us here. He's obsessed with capturing us for his own wicked purposes." Watt, always the practical inventor, quickly devised a plan. He would modify the engine's settings to close the portal for good, but just as he was about to begin, a loud crash echoed through the workshop. Gargamel had arrived. The wizard, having found the portal by accident while chasing the Smurfs, was now determined to capture them all and return to his world. With his cat, Azrael, at his side, Gargamel charged toward Watt and the Smurfs. Thinking quickly, Watt grabbed a nearby valve and released a burst of steam from the engine, temporarily blinding Gargamel. The Smurfs scattered, using their small size and quick feet to evade capture. Watt, in the meantime, worked furiously to adjust the engine. As Gargamel recovered from the steam blast, he lunged toward Watt, but before he could reach him, the inventor pulled a lever. The engine roared, and with a flash of light, the portal began to shrink. The Smurfs, knowing their time was short, dashed back through the portal just in time. With a final puff of blue smoke, the portal closed, leaving Watt alone with his now silent engine. Exhausted but relieved, Watt sat down, reflecting on the bizarre encounter. His improvements to the steam engine had certainly led to unexpected consequences, but he had managed to save both the Smurfs and his own world from Gargamel's grasp. As he returned to his blueprints, Watt smiled. Perhaps his steam engine could open doors to new worlds, but for now he was content to focus on the one he knew best, the world of innovation and invention. And as for the Smurfs, they were back in their village, safe for now, though ever watchful for any signs of Gargamel's next scheme.